Hi everybody, Cynthia Akarachi, and I'm on my Starting with Consciousness page. Welcome. For those that are new to my page, I come on periodically and do a live on a topic that's relevant to somebody that I'm doing healing work with, or something that is relatable to starting with consciousness, and also getting yourself out of your comfort zone and moving into a new direction, or to move into something that you haven't done yet in your business or in your relationships, in your life. So I wanted to share with you the asking for clarity. Was very, it's on the top of the list right now for me. And one of the things that I do is I work with plants and crystals and different things that are help with moving energy. And sometimes we may get stuck into old patterns of doing the same thing, and when it comes to doing something new, it's scary. So we're not sure if we're fully clear. We don't know if the guidance to do it is in the right path, and we doubt whether we're going to stay doing the same thing that we're used to doing, or to move into a new direction. So today's theme is about clarity. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining me. So clarity is there's a couple different ways to ask for clarity and to get clear. One of the ways that I did when, like for instance, when I had to care for my mom, I knew I had to step in, but at the time she was living with her boyfriend. And so I just kept asking for, I did a lot of praying, and I just kept asking, how do I step in? How do I help my mom? Because I wasn't willing to live in the house with him there, because it was not going to be comfortable for any of us. So I just kept praying, how do I do this? Give me clarity, give me clarity. Well, within a couple weeks, they got in an argument, and he was booted out of the house. And there was my opening. No problems. I just slid right in, started helping mom out. And, with the disease, she didn't remember why she even kicked him out. And then, so he kept, he did experience the caring for my mom with me, but I was living in the house and he wasn't. So he was still part of her life, but not in a way in which he wasn't caring for her in the way she needed to be cared for with that illness. So I was able to really help my mom. But the important thing is I spent 2 weeks focused on clarity. How do I do it? And I just kept surrendering it, and I didn't have to figure out how to do it. It was done for me. So that's what asking for clarity can do for you. You say, whatever it is that you're looking to do or change or want in your life, and you're not sure how to do it, just before you go to bed, write it down, what your question is. During the day, do some prayers around the question, asking for clarity. Some people do automatic writing, where you just write and then maybe it'll come in your writing. Other ways is to listen to conversations. You might get insight or trainings, or hearing guidance. Some people can hear it, sense it, is sentient, like you just get a gut feeling that you're clear and you got it, or just a straight knowingness. But there's different ways to ask for clarity, and to test whether it is that this clarity is coming from, whether it's truly coming from your alignment, from your true nature, like your yearning from your heart and your soul, or if it's just coming from fear and it doesn't really feel fully clear or fully right. So when you're doing your meditations, or asking for clarity, and you're trying to decipher how to do it, that's it takes practice. I recommend starting with things that aren't such a big life changers. Do it with just the little things. Like like what your body likes to eat. That's something to really be clear about, because our body's our temple. So you can ask for clarity on what it is that the body feels good eating. And if you don't feel good, ask for clarity of what it was that was in that dish that doesn't feel good, and see if you can get a sense of what that is. I use kinesiology to muscle testing. Actually, it's supposed kinesiology is, I think, patented somehow. So I use muscle testing to confirm and validate. I think muscle testing is a good way, but you have to get really good at being neutral. So muscle testing isn't always the best way for most people. Some people use pendulums. I don't. The pendulum is another way, yes or no. I can't use a pendulum by myself because I have a strong mind to change. I can make the pendulum go any way I want it to go. It doesn't matter what the question is or the answer. So, but anyway, clarity is so important in moving forward, and there's different tools and different ways to get clear. And the best way I find is through the prayers. And what I do is, because water is very impressionable, Dr. Emoto did lots of studies on how we can program water. And what I do is I'll do a clearing on the water, make sure the water is neutral, taking away whatever is impressions in the water with just my intention of cleaning the water out. And then I'll take my hand over the water, and I say, I honor the space in which you exist. And then I send a prayer of what my intention is for clarity, what it is, you know. And it's a letting go, it's a surrender. I'm saying, okay, like with my mom, I know I have to care for my mom, but I have no idea how to do this. I have no idea. I knew I had to step in, no idea how it was going to work out. And I just prayed and just surrendered it. So you're asking a question, you're surrendering, and just see what unfolds. Watch the signs, listen, sense, get clean and connected so that you can decipher. If you're in fear, it's really hard to decipher clarity. If you're afraid of whatever it is that you're trying to get clear about, it blocks a lot. Because fear is the opposite of love, opposite of what we're trying to do. We're trying to stay connected to the love light, that true consciousness, our true connection. So when we're afraid, it blocks. And believe me, I know, I lived in fear and anxiety most of my life. I was totally disconnected from that love and light, didn't even know what love really felt like at times. I was in so much despair that I wasn't able to connect. I was, and thus I'd shut down in the digestion, elimination, and caused myself problems through the illness. But through learning how to start with consciousness, learning how to use the breath, learning how to do the prayers, and to sink into my heart and really connect, I bring that love and that clarity, or that asking, that surrender to the signs of what's next into the water. And then and I'll do that every day until I get clean and clear of what it is that I'm trying to get clear on. And you can do this for anything, the food you eat, your daily activities. Should I keep this activity? Should I let it go? Whatever it is that you're looking to do. Same with marketing. When you're doing your marketing, is this going to be the best modality for me? Is this what I want to do? Like some people aren't really wanting to do Facebook Live, or not wanting to build through social media. They want to do community work instead, or go to the fairs. Like Michael, he goes around with his big labyrinth and connects with people in each town where there's a holistic fair. That's a great way to connect and get your message out to the world. So some of us are one-on-one community people. Some of us are leaders that want to build a big audience online. Some of us want to keep things small and do one-on-one, which is really my preference is one-on-one. I'm not really, but I want to get the work out. I want to share it with people. So I broke out of I broke out into sharing online because I wanted to impact more than just the one-on-one. So everybody has a different way to get their message out and to share their gifts to the world. And I just want to encourage you to be clear on what it is that you want to do. And if you're not clear, let's do a session together. That's what I do. I'm a healer. I don't know if I'm a healer. I tap into consciousness, and the healing is provided through this connection with the intention of allowing energy to shift and move through the presence of consciousness, all that is the unified field. We are all one. We're all connected. So when two or more come together and we set an intention to move energy and to shift and to be more aligned, it does move. Believe me, I watch it all the time. It's pretty fascinating. So with that, I did bless whoever's doing the call with me or doing this video. If you had a glass of water, I am doing it now where I'm clearing, anybody that watches this video, I'm clearing your water, and I'm just setting the intention to allow the connection so that when you're looking for clarity, you can sink in and really just allow the energy to flow, and to either do automatic writing, like I said, listen to your thoughts, feel what you feel. If it feels stuck, then you got to do something to move that energy, whether it's a walk outside, walk in nature, do some yoga, do some deep breathing, pranayama, whatever it is that's going to move that energy so you're not feeling stuck, and to raise it up to the love, the light, so you can get more in harmony with who you are and what you're doing. So let's see about the water here. All right. I haven't done a water in a long time on the video, but this is a water for clarity, and in order to get clarity, you've got to be more centered. So the way I use the water is I'll take the water and I'll drink it slowly throughout the day. So if you did have water and you do want to fill the glass up, watch me bless the water, or whatever we call this. I call it light transmission, where we're actually putting in a higher frequency of energy into becoming clear. And so when you drink the water throughout the day or a couple days, however you use the water, it'll help open the energy flow to the intention that we set in. Okay, so long-winded tonight. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for those that are new to my fan page for joining me, and I will see you on another video. And if you are stuck or blocked or not feeling clear, then let me know, and we'll try to move that, whatever it is that you're working through, so that you can get clear and move forward in a new direction and a way that is healthy for you. And thank you for joining me. Bye for now.